Hi everyone. I'm Bianca. I'm a content executive at Trip 101, and today we have another episode of our travel talk series on our YouTube channel. So this is a series where we talk to local guides from all over the world, so we can get their insights, their insider tips about the different regions that they're from. So today we're talking to Aton, a licensed tour guide from Cairo, Egypt. Hi Aton, how are you doing?
Hello, good morning. Everything is okay? I'm happy that I make this interview with you.
Yeah.
I'm happy also to receive any customer, any tourist to my country. I don't like to say customer, I say friend, friend. All the customer is my friends.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little
Okay.
bit about your experience as a tour guide?
Wow. I work like a tour guide since about long time. I study for tourism in the faculty for 4 years. I have a license, so I cannot able to anybody cannot able to visit with a tourist inside the museum, inside the pyramid without having this license. I make a visit to the museum, the pyramid, Saqqara, anything in Egypt, anything in Cairo, in Luxor and Aswan and everything. But now I concentrate my work in Cairo.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so today maybe
my
we
name is
can talk
Akun.
more about Cairo. Yeah. So you can give us all the different information about the city.
In Cairo, really, you have a good question because in Cairo now you can visit a lot of things.
Mhm.
You can visit, for example, we can say here it's about 1 day for the Egyptian antiques. Antiques it means about the ancient site like Saqqara.
Mhm.
Uh, with Saqqara, you can visit like a step pyramid. You can visit also some tombs from inside. You can visit one pyramid is very, very important inside because this pyramid, because a lot of decoration inside, a lot of inscription inside, and also still have the sarcophage inside in black basalt. It's called here the
Mhm.
pyramid of the king Onas. I recommend every time any people can visit because if even if you are claustrophobe, even if you are not able to walk a little bit, but you can visit this pyramid. It's more important than the pyramid of Cheops, which is very famous. You can visit also the pyramid of Giza. When you see the pyramid, all the people like you, for example, not exactly you,
Yeah.
you can know this is the three famous pyramid like Cheops, Khafre, and Mykonos, but we have here in Egypt more than 126, 128 pyramid, but we have the pyramid very famous, like Step Pyramid in Saqqara, like Cheops, like Kefren, like Mykonos, like pyramid, red pyramid in Dashur, and the black pyramid, and also Bente pyramid. This is the pyramid that is very famous also. You understand what I mean? When we say about Egypt also, you can visit about Cairo, sorry, you can visit also the Egyptian Museum. When you say Egyptian Museum, there is a lot of things inside. It's about more than 180,000 piece monuments inside. But is this important? Is the most important that the treasure of Tutankhamun and also his mask.
Mhm.
It's about 11 kilogram of gold, massive gold. But
Yeah.
what I need only myself only 1 kilogram to
Mhm.
stay to stay good. Okay. And also you can see also the all the treasure of ancient kingdom. When you see in the museum, you can see for the ancient kingdom, middle kingdom, and also for the new kingdom. The
Yeah.
most important, most very famous for the ancient kingdom. Ancient kingdom, it means here Cheops, Khafre, Mykonos, Zoser, the King Zoser, and the King Senefro, uh, and another. When you say Middle Kingdom, it is not very famous, but when you say New Kingdom, it's very famous at all.
Mhm.
Like the name is very famous. Maybe you know it also when you say Ramses number two. We have number two and until number nine. We have also the Queen Hatshepsut, very famous. We have a very temple, we call the here temple of Hatshepsut in Luxor. We have also Tutankhamun, Akhenaton, what to
Mhm.
have my name. It's my preferred king. Okay. Aton, it means the god of the sun. because Aton he doesn't want Akhenaton he doesn't want to take the god of the sun Ra. He changed the god to take only one god for all the people. We called Aton.
Mhm.
Not like my name. My name is like him, not
Oh,
here with
I
me,
see.
but me like him. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, Aton is the name. It's very not very recommend here in Egypt. You understand what I mean? When you say somebody Aton, maybe you will be surprised because it's very ancient name, but it's very real
Mhm.
Egyptian name.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see. Yeah. So you mentioned a lot of attractions in Cairo specifically. So could you tell us if there are any dress codes that tourists have to follow when they visit the pyramids or the museums or maybe religious sites?
No, when we say Cairo, Cairo is very famous by traffic.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? So I recommend every time with my friends, tourist, it means one day for the pyramids,
Uh-huh.
okay? So we concentrate all the visit in the south. And
Okay.
another day to go to what? Another day to go to for the downtown. When we say the pyramid, as I told you, Saqqara, Dashur, and the pyramid of Giza. And also Memphis, the first capital of Egypt. When you say in the north, downtown, it means it's an Egyptian museum,
Mm-hmm.
not the new one, the ancient one.
Okay.
When you say the citadel of Salah ad-Din, and also the mosque, alabaster mosque of Muhammad Ali, and also we can see Islamic Cairo and the Coptic Cairo, and also we can see what the bazaar is, a famous bazaar of Khan al-Khalid. So the
Okay.
people, they can walk a little bit, and at the end we can drink a little bit a very famous tea. We called here mint tea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did you try mint tea?
I don't think so. Maybe here in the Philippines, but it might be different in Egypt.
It is normal tea, black tea with a mint. So,
Oh, I
so
see.
we call mint tea, not green tea like in Morocco, but it's mint tea. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but if you don't like mint, you can drink only tea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so you mentioned that there's different parts of Cairo, right? So how long would you recommend that a tourist stay in the city so that they can experience all of it?
Uh, Most of the tourists with me, they take about 3 days in Cairo.
Mm-hmm.
3 days
Okay.
in Cairo. It means one day, as I told you, for the pyramid, another day for the downtown. Third day, it could be Alexandria, for example. If they wanted to get out from Cairo, so you can go to Alexandria. Alexandria, you can see the very big new library. We say new, but it's since about 2005. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we can see the catacomb of Greco-Roman. You can see also the column of the Bombay. You can see also the citadel of Qaitbay. It's very good that you see. Okay, this is Alexandria, and also at the end of the day tour, you can eat very special and delicious fish.
I
Right?
see.
Do you like to eat fish?
Yeah, fish is very common over here.
So if you come to Egypt, if you come to Cairo, I will invite you to eat fish from Alexandria.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, maybe we can talk about the food in Cairo. What would you say is the best local food that tourists should try while they're there?
You can here in Egypt, you can eat. Most of the people eat rice. You know
Mm-hmm.
rice,
Yeah.
and also kebab and kofta,
Mm-hmm.
minced meat, beef meat. Most of them eat beef meat and lamb also. And also we have here something very delicious, but personally I don't eat it every day. We call it here koshari. What does it mean, koshari? So koshari, it's mix something mixed together with the rice, spaghetti, sauce tomato, and also from lanti, and also from fried onion and sauce tomato. Wow.
Yeah. What does it taste
Eh,
like? Is it spicy? Is it sweet?
no, no, you can eat it spicy, but every time I don't recommend anything spicy for the tourist.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, every time when I recommend everything, it is normal. But if they need something spicy, you can put something a little bit
Mm-hmm.
spicy. You understand
Okay.
what I mean? but it is all what I say. It is not spicy. All what I eat, and I don't eat this is for the first time with the tourist. I must eat before in the restaurant when you I don't because the tourist stomach is not like our stomach. So we have to be careful what we eat. The
Mm-hmm. I
restaurant must be clean. I speak as restaurant was my tourist, and also must be less expensive. You understand what I mean? So you have both together, both
mm-hmm.
delicious, less expensive.
Okay, yeah. So do you have any food markets or restaurants that you could recommend to travelers?
You have a restaurant we call the here called here Resto. We have some restaurant in the downtown and some restaurant in the area of the pyramid. The
Mm-hmm.
area of the pyramid we have here Resto in the front of the pyramid, like not far away from the Hotel Marriott, Mina House.
Mm-hmm.
Resto. We have caviar. We have also a restaurant is very good called here Cleopatra, the Queen Cleopatra, and also we have some local, very local restaurant. When you say local, it means all local, but this is a little bit small because now some tourists like something local, not very. They don't speak about the price. Local, it means you have to see the real life for Egyptian people, how they eat. How this is I like it very much. This
Okay.
also when you come one day in you or your friend in
Mhm.
Cairo, I will invite. I
Okay.
invite this another restaurant, but you will pay.
Okay. So when we go to restaurants in Cairo, should we book tables in advance or should we make reservations in advance? Or is it okay if we just arrive on the day itself?
No, when you have a day tour, I must reserve in advance, or
Mm-hmm.
even about 1 2 hours before, because sometimes there is a lot of tourists, so I have to wait. So with our program we can't able to wait, so I have to reserve in advance. I have
Mm-hmm.
my phone. I have the phone there. I have to phone.
Okay. Yeah. So is it common to see pets in restaurants? Do you have a lot of pet-friendly restaurants in Cairo?
Could happen, but most of the tourists they have no dogs with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about
Could happen.
kid-friendly restaurants? Do
Kid,
restaurants welcome children? Yeah.
yes, they have a special chair for the kid. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have any restaurants in mind that would welcome children or are good for families?
A lot of restaurant with some corner for families, some corners for friends, somewhere
Mm-hmm.
it's smoking or not smoking. All you can find all.
Okay. So you mentioned that in Cairo you eat a lot of meat, but are there also restaurants that are for vegans, vegetarians, or maybe gluten-free travelers?
No, I have to ask everybody before we eat that if they are vegetarian or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yani any restaurant, any restaurant, they can present meat and also something like for the vegetarian people. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I mean? But I
Yeah.
have to know for myself to know how many people with me vegetarian or not vegetarian. So also if they are most of the people vegetarian, I have to choose the restaurant very special for the vegetarian people.
Mhm. Yeah. So can you give us examples of restaurants that are good for vegetarians?
Right? As I told you, Cresto,
Yeah.
this is a Greek name, and also caviar, Cleopatra, and another.
Mhm.
Downtown, we have a restaurant very famous. We called here Filfila.
Okay.
We have also Cafe Riche.
Mm-hmm.
We have also fish pot. A lot. We have a lot. We have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
No restaurant special for the vegetarian only. You
Oh,
understand
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, I see it. Okay. So what if
So
tourists
I
want
have to
to
tell
become?
them when before I go, I
Mhm.
have 5 people, three, for example, vegetarian and two. But most of them they have open buffet. They can
Mhm.
choose what they need. Most of
Okay.
them.
Yeah, okay. So what about tourists who are looking for maybe quick snacks or they're looking for other travel essentials? Are there convenience stores that they can go to in Cairo?
Yes, some tourists also they have
Mm-hmm.
what you say. Yes,
Yeah. Also, what are the names of the convenience stores?
don't have now in my mind, but
Mhm.
there is a lot.
Okay, yeah. So another important question that travelers like to know is whether the tap water is safe. So they safely drink tap water in Cairo?
If there is a bottle, how can I recommend for the tourist to drink from the tap?
All right, so maybe we can move on from the food questions and talk about getting around the city, or like what the transportation options are like. So is there an airport in Cairo, and how far is it from the city center?
30 kilometers,
Okay, yeah.
25, 30 kilometers from the airport to the city, from the downtown.
Okay. And what's the easiest way to get from the city or from the airport to the city?
Private car.
Okay, so you don't recommend any public transportation options for this?
I speak about for the to save time, to save
Okay.
time, because sometimes they arrive in the terminal. For example, terminal 3. So they have to go to maybe in the terminal. It depends of the time to go terminal 1 to take the bus until Cairo. Cairo, it means downtown. Okay.
Mhm.
So it will be when you have a private car, so it will be more easier and more faster. But if they are able to take the bus, okay, they can take the bus. Absolutely no problem.
Okay, sure. Um, yeah, so you mentioned private car. Are there any companies that you would recommend so that tourists can book private cars?
I recommend the transportation with Atom. So
Okay.
they make the reservation with me. I will reserve everything for them.
Okay. But what about rental cars? Are those available also? In case travelers want to drive themselves.
It will be very complicated because all the sign is written in Arabic. How can they drive in Cairo and they don't
Mhm.
understand what's written?
Okay,
You
yeah, I
understand? But they must have GPS with them. You know GPS?
Yeah. So do you also have ride sharing apps? Like let's say Uber or Grab. Are any of those apps available in Cairo?
Uber. We have Uber.
Okay.
Uber.
Okay. So do you have any other recommendations for affordable ways for travelers to get around Cairo?
Yes. To ask Atom.
Okay. Yeah. But
Ask me.
yeah, any train systems or bus systems?
You know what?
Train systems or bus systems that they can take?
It depends where they will go. It depends where. Because sometimes if they go to for example, from airport, from anywhere to Luxor, so they
Mhm.
must make the train. And sometimes we have a sleeping train. If they go to, for example, to Hurghada, they must take a bus or they take a car because
Mhm.
there is no train there. It depends. So I will tell you why I will tell you. You have to ask me. It's not the question that will be with me. There is
Mhm.
a difference between to be with me and they give them the information. Yeah, most of the people now they can ask me about the situation in Egypt in general. It is good or not. They ask me when they have a problem, for example, in outside, like now it's a problem, international problem. They ask
Mhm.
me is it safe or not. I have to tell them the truth. Why? Because if it's safe, it will be safe for them and safe also for me and for my car and for the people who work with me. If it is not safe for them, so it will be not safe for me, not safe for the people who work with me. So I have to tell them the truth. So when I tell you, when you come to Egypt, you have to eat fish. But I invite you to eat fish. But where, when we go together, you or your team. So I will tell you which restaurant there. There is a lot of restaurants very famous, uh, local, and cheap also, and very clean. Most
Mhm.
important for me, it must be clean.
Mhm.
The second, less expensive, cheap, not
Mhm.
very cheap, but okay. Not cheap and clean. No, very important that to be first one clean, second one what?
Less expensive.
Less
Yeah.
expensive. Very good. Thank you
Mhm.
very much.
Okay. Yeah. So we're more looking for general travel information just so that when travelers go, they know what to expect already and what kind of facilities they can look forward to. So let's say for example, while they're there, a traveler encounters any medical issues. Are there any healthcare facilities that they can go to so they can get any medical attention?
Any car, anywhere, we have something for the case, for the medical.
Mhm.
something urgent happen. We have this.
Okay. What about hospitals in the area? Are there anything that they can look for?
Yes, there is a very very good hospital.
Okay, yeah. So are there any pharmacies that they can go to as well if they need painkillers or flu medicine?
We have hospital. We
Okay,
have a pharmacy. We have everything.
And are the medications available without a prescription, or will they need to see a doctor first before they can get them?
Yes, we go to the hospital and they choose. They make the necessary for them. Yes, if
Mhm.
something happens.
Okay. Okay. So another thing that travelers find really
And
helpful.
also they have medical insurance they can pay, and after this they can take the money back from their own country.
Okay, yeah, that's a great tip to look out for. So another thing that travelers find really important is how they can stay connected while they're in a foreign country. So, are there any local SIM cards that travelers can get? Or do you recommend that they get some before they go around exploring in the city?
Ask Aton before they come.
Okay, yeah. But would it be cheaper if they got one at the airport or let's say maybe a convenience store?
Yes, we have here about three, four companies. They can most of the people they ask about. We have here Vodafone, we have Orange, we have We company, we have also Vodafone, Etisalat. We have a lot. Most of them it is the same price, more or
Okay.
less the same price. So they can be before they get out from the airport, they will see in the front of them two, one or two or three company. What I told you, like Vodafone, like Orange, they can choose this. If they cannot able, they have no time in the airport, and another day we can go to buy. I go with them to buy this, or they can go to separately to buy a SIM card.
So do public areas or restaurants or other establishments offer public Wi-Fi or free Wi-Fi?
I think inside the airport, but in public, no. I think no, most of the, yes, they can take Wi-Fi with me. I will be
Mhm.
with them, so it look like we can share. It means sharing. Like,
Mhm.
but in public, no, you have to go to not in total public, but inside most not all to the restaurant, inside most of the hospital. If you think about the hospital inside most of the area, you can see something Wi-Fi, local Wi-Fi. I think it will be free,
Okay, yeah.
but you
So
have
when
to ask
you're
somebody there to give you. You have to ask somebody there to give you a password. Password,
Mhm.
password.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So when you're going around with travelers, do you tell them to come with cash or can they just use credit cards? What's the best option in Cairo?
For the ticket, you must have a credit card now because this is
Mhm.
obligatory. You buy the ticket
Okay.
by credit card,
Okay.
but you need some money, cash. We call it here cash.
Mhm.
You have a money, you have a dollar or euros, you can change it from the bank, or you can throw the money from the machine ATM.
Mhm. Okay.
See
Yeah.
this?
Yes. Okay. Okay. So what's the best place to get exchange money? Or what's the best place to exchange money? Is there a place that has better exchange?
Bank,
Okay.
bank.
Yeah. So you recommend
You
that
change
over
you change
email?
the money where in your country. You change it from in the street, or
Yeah.
we have now a private office in the
Mhm.
street. We call it here office for exchange. Everywhere, everywhere.
Okay.
But most of the people, they can, because now it's a little bit limit that you travel with the cash.
Mhm.
When you travel, I don't know, most of the people, they have a limit with you must travel not more than 500-600 euros, dollars, or something like that. So most of the people, they can throw the money from the
Mhm.
from the machine. You understand what I mean? If you want to change from the bank,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
from
Yeah.
the bank to their own country.
So I just also wanted to ask about souvenirs. So once a tourist is on the way home and they want to get something from Cairo so they can remember the city, what would you recommend that they get?
During our tours, we go to the something special for Egypt. We called here papyrus and lotus flower. Why
Mm-hmm.
papyrus and lotus flower? Because papyrus, it was the symbol of delta, and lotus flower is a symbol of south. Okay, and also you can get some souvenir like small pyramid
Mm-hmm.
or middle pyramid or big
Yeah.
pyramid.
Yeah. I'm sure
There
that
is
is
some when they go to, for example, for the famous bazaar we called here Khan al Khalili,
Mm-hmm.
the most of them they have a free time. You know, free time
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
everything is in front of you inside the, we call here souk. It means market. So you can ask how much it's called. You can negotiate the price, and after this you can buy what you like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in your markets, is bargaining common or haggling for lower prices? Do you recommend that travelers try it?
I can recommend, but if every time I have to I tell my tourists, my friends,
Mm-hmm.
I tell my tourists that I tell them that they have to negotiate the price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why? Because also my wife negotiates the price. So I will tell them that like in Egypt, you understand what I mean?
I
If
see.
they but if they told them, for example, something it is cost, for example, 500 Egyptian pound, and they pay 500 Egyptian pound. For me, it's absolutely no problem. If they
Mm-hmm.
tell them, okay, this is cost 500, and they ask them to sell it by 300, absolutely for me, no problem. If they tell them it is 500 and they pay 1,000 Egyptian pound, this is
Mm-hmm.
the problem. I have to say this. Be careful. This is more than he asked.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. So while we're on the topic, I also wanted to ask if there are any common scams that you warn your travelers about.
No, I think no.
Okay. So in general, would you say that Cairo is a safe city for solo travelers or female travelers to get around?
Not safe. Very safe. But
That's good to know.
don't cut the question. Okay. Very safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't say, say not safe. No, very safe.
Okay, that's great to know. Okay. So
Very
are
safe.
there,
No, absolutely. I tell you the truth. Very safe.
I'm sure
You feel
travelers,
what?
I'm sure other female travelers will feel more reassured because you mentioned that it's a very safe city to go to.
Absolutely. I tell you the truth. It's very safe. From here,
Mhm.
I tell anybody to come to Egypt.
Mhm.
Very safe. I don't say this word only for the like publicity. Publicity means advertisement, but I tell you the truth.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
very safe.
Okay, that's
See
great.
this and this.
Yeah.
How many
That's
finger? Two. Can you able to pick your two finger?
yeah.
Wow, very good. Very good. Okay.
Okay. So can you give me examples of activities or attractions that would be perfect for families with young children? Maybe there's a family-friendly theme park or an activity center that children would be
Anything.
interested
I will tell you something very important.
in.
Anything what you think for you, for children, for adults, for kids, for old people, you can find in Egypt. Absolutely.
Mhm. I see. Do you have any favorites or places that you would recommend?
All Egypt.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So I'm rounding out the interview or we're winding down. So I just have a couple of last questions to ask. When is the best time to visit Cairo?
When it is not very hot,
Mm-hmm.
very, we have here hot and very hot. Not very hot, sorry, very hot, July, August.
Mhm.
But also in these 2 months, we have also some tourists because they have vacances pour l'école, holiday, school holidays.
Mhm.
So they come in these 2 months here, not too much, but they come like family.
Mhm.
Family, it means parents, two parents and the children, something like that. But normally, when it's cold here, cold,
Mhm.
a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Why? Why?
Um.
Because in your country, because in their own country, snow.
Mhm.
Yeah, like here, when it's cold, we go to Luxor and Aswan. Why? Because we cold here, it's about 15 degrees. There, it could be about 21, 22 degrees.
Mhm. Okay. And when is the cold season over there?
We have here about 3 months,
Mhm.
December, January, February.
Okay, I see. So our last question. Are there any annual festivals or events that you recommend that travelers check out while they're in Cairo?
Most of the people come here when it is when for the Noel,
Mhm.
Christmas,
Mhm.
Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a great time to visit. So is that what you recommend just around the Christmas season, or are there any other events that tourists should see in
I
Cairo?
don't, I no, I don't recommend this. I recommend any time during the year,
Mhm. Okay.
even when July and August. Why? Because when you go to make some visit, you will go to by air conditioned car. You understand what I mean? When you go
Mhm.
to eat something in the restaurant, there is also there air conditioned car, air conditioned area. You hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
So you feel only it's hot, but you will not feel hot because you will have a t-shirt,
Mhm.
t-shirt, you have a short, so
Mhm.
you don't feel hot like other people.
I see.
Because here, most of the people, by the tradition, I open you now a new question. Most of the people, they don't wear a short.
Mhm.
Maybe for them, it will be like hot. They wear a short only when you go to the plage. You know, plage, seaside in the sea, when you
Okay.
see the sand.
Mhm. Okay, I see. Yeah, so Atan, that was our last question. Thank you so much for making time for this interview and sharing your knowledge with our viewers. I'm sure
Finish.
they learned a lot. Yeah.
I'm expecting that you have a lot of questions. What is this?
Yeah.
No, you have asked me. I invite. Listen to me. Listen to
Mhm.
me, please. I invite you to ask me one more question.
Okay, one more
I
question.
invite you.
Let me think of a question. Uh,
Wow, it's a good question. I
yeah.
accept with you. Good. Okay, ask me.
Okay, maybe one last question. What's your favorite place to stay in Cairo?
All the area is very nice.
Mhm.
Downtown or the area of pyramid area.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Is there any particular reason why you want to recommend that to tourists?
It depends their own program.
Mhm.
There is some hotels in downtown, some hotels in the pyramid area. It depends. Some people they mix between them. They have about 3 days. They can stay here one day, one night. It means
Mhm.
in the north and one night in the south or something like that.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That sounds great. Thank you again for sharing that information with us and all of the great facts about Egypt that you shared with us, and also, of course, for your sense of humor. I'm sure viewers have been having a laugh while they've
I'm
been
very happy
watching this
that
interview.
speaking to you.